just a quick note from current StarTrain Silver here that if you're watching this and you're like, wow, the audio's a little rough on this, the recording's a little rough around the edges. This is actually from a stream that I did almost 4 years ago at this point. Basically, 1 month from now, it'd be 4 years ago. And so it wasn't like the first thing I streamed, but it's pretty close to it. It was one of the first things I streamed. And I've actually been sitting on this recording for a long time because I thought, well, maybe I'll want to redo it someday now that I'm like, I've got more practice with editing and all that stuff, and it'll be a little cleaner, a little nicer. But you know what? With this year, 2026, being the 40th anniversary of The Legend of Zelda, the 35th anniversary of the Japanese release of A Link to the Past, didn't come out till America till the next year or so, but the Japan at least 35th anniversary. I thought it's finally time. It's time to put this wonderful classic Super Nintendo game up for the Super Nintendo series, and I'm not gonna re-record it. We're gonna watch it in all its 4 years ago glory. So just please be understanding if it is a little rough around the edges. All right, I'll shut up, and you can get back to it. Long ago, in the beautiful kingdom of Hyrule, surrounded by mountains and forests, legends told of an omnipotent and omniscient golden power that resided in a hidden land. Many people aggressively sought to enter the hidden golden land, but no one ever returned. One day, evil power began to flow from the golden land. So the king commanded 7 wise men to seal the gate to the land of the golden power. That seal should have remained for all time. Spoiler alert, it didn't. But when these events were obscured by the mists of time and became legend, a mysterious wizard known as Agonite came to Hyrule to release the seal. He eliminated the good king of Hyrule. So I don't actually know if it's like Aghanim, Aghanim, Aghanim. I think Aghanim is. Through evil magic, he began to make descendants of the 7 wise men vanish, one after another. Oh, well, I'm glad they specified evil. I thought he was like, and now for my next trick. Watch this maiden disappear. Wow! All the brainwashed soldiers are... The time of destiny for Princess Zelda is drawing near. Oh. Having a controller might help. Yeah, boop booba doop to you too. Thank you. Now, nice magic trick, mister. Way to steal the ladies. Yeah. So, yeah, I've got a controller. Well, it's working now. I didn't have it set up with the controller, and just putting it in when this was already going, it said no. And then I tried restarting it, and it said no. And then I said, well, I'll manually tell you what the buttons are, and it said, okay, that's fine.
Help me. Please help me. I'm a prisoner in the dungeon of the castle. My name is Zelda. The wizard, Aghanim, has done something to the other missing girls. No one knows how he does it. What a trick. Now only I remain. Aghanim has seized control of the castle and is now trying to open the 7 wise men's seal. I am in the dungeon of the castle. Please help me.
Oh my goodness, they keep talking. Look, I'm going out for a while. I'll be back by morning. Don't leave the house.
Now, I don't know whether this will make YouTube or not, but if it does, hi YouTube. We're playing Link to the Past. And the reason for that is, at least at the time of recording this, I have finished Yoshi's Island. Oh, right. I've finished Yoshi's Island, but there's still a decent amount of Yoshi Island videos left to post, so I'm trying to not do... I don't want to start Mega Man X yet, because it's like starting another series while that one has still got a decent amount to post is like, So last week, I was like, oh, I should get back into Link to the Past randomizers, because that's something I wanted to do for this channel anyway. And pause while... Ugh, Link, I didn't want you involved in this. I told you not to leave the house. Take my sword and shield and listen. You can focus power in the blade, then release it using the secret technique handed down by our people. You can do it. Save the princess. Zelda is your... So, here's another thing. Apparently a lot of, like, kids back in the day thought, like, he was gonna say sister or something. It's just, like, implied to be, like, Zelda's your destiny. And, like, that's what I always thought as a kid, and I'm like, where the heck are you getting... Yeah. Anyways, so back to the channel. Instead of the cutscene, as it were. So I was like, yes, I wanted to do Link to the Past randomizers on this channel anyways. So last week was a endeavor in getting that to work. And it did work. I got the technical aspects down, so I know how to get the randomizer going, how to stream it, how to stream the auto tracker. That went great. What didn't go great was my actually playing the randomizer, because it's been so long since I've played this. I'd like run somewhere and be like, okay, I can do this dungeon now. And be like, oh, right, there's a dark room here. It's been long enough, I do not remember how to do the dark room without the lantern. You know, going somewhere and being like, doing the second Light World Palace and being like, oh, right, I can't do that. I don't have the bow. Or no, the bow's just for the guy. You need the lantern to light the fire at the end. So I was like, okay, I should actually play Link to the Past so I can get a refresher on all the stuff I need. Well, yeah. And so I started that last week, but by the time I did it, I had basically enough time to start it, go through everything, and then I ended the stream right when I got to the Dark World. It did come out after Star Wars. Wonder if they were just thinking Luke and Leia? I don't know what they were thinking. They were thinking that, like, me as a... What did this say? 91 or 92? I don't even remember what it said at the start. Well, as like a 6 or 7-year-old, I knew what they were talking about, so... I think people are just kind of dumb. I know this might come as a shock. Humans being dumb? I've never. 91, so yeah. Well, I guess depending when. No, enough says later. Either way. Go away, go away. Ow. Whoa, you stop it. Wait, I'm not doing a speedrun. I can... But yeah, so, you know, doing Link to the Past randomizers, like... I mean, I do them just for fun. I'm not super... Oh.
Thank you, Link. I had a feeling you were getting close. Listen carefully. The wizard is magically controlling all the soldiers in the castle. I fear the worst for my father.
Well, the intro said he... Well, I said he did away with, right? Did it say kill? I don't think it did.
The wizard is an inhuman fiend with strong magical powers. Do you understand?
No. What's a wizard?
I know of a secret path. Let's go.
Okay. I mean, this is my favorite 2D Zelda of all time. Not just because of, you know, the rose-colored glasses and the first one I owned and played. I do think it is the best.
on its technical merits as well. But that said, I was having a lot of problem remembering what I was actually supposed to do, because favorite or not, my memory capacity it only got so much juice in it. It did not remember what to do. So we'll do this, but we're not going to speedrun this, even though the the Link to the Past randomizers are, designed to kind of be raced with other people. Or, I mean, like, there's a community for that, and I'd like to get into that. But for non-randomizer, I much prefer my style is not speedrunning, but doing like 100% collection stuff. So that's what we're doing. So if you're like, well, you're not taking the right path to shave off a few seconds, and I'm like, I don't care.
You have a light you can't see without one.
I do, because this is not a randomizer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I keep being like, I hope one of them drops a bomb, and no, that's in the randomizer. They don't do that in the normal game. Snakes. Why'd it have to be snakes? Whoop. Go away. Back up, Boogaloo. Bats. Why'd it have to be bat snakes? Like, I don't know why, like, just because I guess I did it as a kid, I always go and light that one. Like, I know the keys to the right, and there's torches to the right, but...
After passing through the sewers, your clothes are gonna smell real bad. I hope you don't mind.
Now, I talked about it a bit on the last week's stream when I was doing the randomizer. But since I don't think that's going on YouTube, I'd hate for all the YouTubers to not... Yeah, bats and snakes are awesome. But I'd hate for you all to miss my ramblings. That, like, this Zelda is, well, I mean, it's still old school and, you gotta save the princess because you're the hero type of thing. This Zelda is no slouch, I'll say. Like, she doesn't do that much, but, like, yeah, she's, like, no Zelda can hold a candle to Tetra in terms of, being awesome. I was gonna use a different word, and then I was like, oh, wait, this is my Super Nintendo stream, so I probably shouldn't say the word I was gonna say. But she is awesome. And, action pirate and stuff, and it's like, yeah, no Zelda's gonna come close to that. More modern Zeldas have gotten more action, but even back in the day, like, yes, you're going to save her and stuff, but, like, she's imprisoned, and she's like, screw you, Aghanim, I'm gonna reach out and, like, get someone to come and free me from this cell, and he's like, hey, let's go she helps you push the secret passage, and, she's not like, ew, a sewer full of rats. She's just like, come on, this way, let's go. She doesn't care that she's walking through a sewer in her dress. She's like, peace, I'm out. Or, to go with the Pokemon Nuzlocke series, which I'm currently doing, do see ya. Or smell you later, but she's no Gary. Also, this is the snake lever. You think it's a booby trap, prevent people from getting in the church, but no, the cleric guy in there is just like, that's my snake collection. I keep them up there in a box. I forget what he's called, cleric or priest or whatever.
Princess Zelda, you are safe. Is this your doing, Lonk?
No, my name's Link. There was a misspelling on my birth certificate. Why does everyone keep calling me that?
Yes, it was Lonk who helped me escape from the dungeon. When I was captive, the wizard said, once I have finished with you, the final one, the seal of the wise men will open. You must not let it fall into the wizard's clutches. If he releases the seal of the 7 wise men, evil power will overwhelm this land. Before that happens, before it's too late, destroy the wizard before he destroys all of Hyrule. You can do it. You can.
I don't know if this is supposed to be the priest or Zelda talking, but I was just freeing the snakes so they can escape too. You're right. And I help them escape by hitting them with the escaping sword. Yeah. A sense of mighty evil guides the blah blah blah. Get the master sword, blah 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 blah. I don't know who's talking, so you get no voice. Oh, there's the priest because he said he'll protect Zelda. Yeah. Spoiler alert. I mean, he tries, I guess, but taking all bets now, I'm just saying that maybe unarmed priest versus a bunch of magically brainwashed soldiers. I won't tell you how this ends, but you might have a guess. Yeah, before we go to Kakariko and get all our stuff there, we gotta go pick up a mushroom. Hey, let's go pick up some money, too. Give me stuff. Did you get enough of the green ones? Yeah, he gives you a red one. But it can be hard if he, you know, runs off and you're like, come back, little bunny spider thing. Eh. Eh. Oh yeah. Get this too while we're here. Yay. Blah, 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 blah. You found the hideout. I'll tell you a secret. I already know your secret. I'll tell you about a thing that you're gonna do later. Gotta go mushroom picking. It smells like rotten fruit. So, like... Oops. Does that mean, like... It's just a mushroom that happens to smell like fruit that is rotting? Or... is it a mushroom that just happens to be growing on, like, a rotten apple? Like, this smells like a rotten apple. Like, that's not the mushroom. That's the thing under the mushroom. Here's the reason I came in here, also, instead of just going back out. You get away. Go away. It's because after all these years, it's still funny. You go up here. This is it! The Master Sword! No, this can't be it. Too bad. Like, you have to do all these things to show that you're worthy of the Master Sword. You go in the forest and you're like, hey, I did it! I found... no. Never mind. I guess that priest wasn't lying. Mr. Priest. Why didn't you tell me I needed to do more? I did! You just didn't listen. It's already thinking about ways to... It's like, okay, well, I don't have a bomb yet, so I should go... Right, this isn't a randomizer. We will get bombs down here. Piece of heart. And we got money, so we'll get you. Do you want one of my hold anything bottles? Yes. Does it really hold anything? I mean, it does. Okay, it specifically says magic bottle. But can you hold lava? He's like, yes, it holds anything.
Can you hold a dream?
Yes, it holds anything.
Can it hold another bottle?
Like, shut up. Either buy the bottle or don't. More heart. More heart. Yeah. A hold anything bottle would be super useful. Yeah. I mean, it's a pretty good bottle. It can hold potions, it can hold bees, it can hold berries. I think that's all it holds in this game. But if you go by other Link games, although they're not necessarily magic in other games, but you got water, milk, like mushroom dust. All sorts of things. I missed.
Leave me alone.
You. I have a bottle. Give me free stuff.
I can't go out because I'm sick. People say I caught this cold from the evil air that's coming down off the mountain. This is my bug catching net. I'll use it when I'm better, but for now I'll lend it to you.
I mean, it's possible. Like, maybe he got sick from the air coming off the mountain. But, like, since, I don't know. What is the medical knowledge of this particular Hyrule? Do they know about germs and viruses? Probably not, right? Since, like, they just have healing potions that witches make. On the other hand, it does, like, heal you of... Well, I was gonna say anything. I guess it doesn't heal you from being sick. Like, stab wound, just drink a potion. Get caught in an explosion, drink a potion. It's like it heals blunt force trauma. Cuts. Fire, like burns. Maybe there's forest fires? Nah, there's no forest fires. There's just a couple lumberjacks cutting down a tree. Can't go back down there yet because I have no bombs and I don't have Pegasus boots. Doot, go away. And ow. Got to go visit a witch. Get some magic powder. Hey, lady.
Hey, thank you, young man. Come back to the shop later for something good.
As a kid, I'd be like, okay, I'll go do the palace and come back, and yeah, you can just do that. Leave the screen, come back in the screen. Bam, magic powder. Try sprinkling it on your enemies. Yeah, it does weird stuff. Here we go. Like this guy. Well, okay, it's gonna regret it, but for those who've not played the game, this is like the choo-choo type enemy, so you hit them. Ow. They shock you, you know, you stun them and you can take them out. But...
Tra-la-la, look for Sahasrara. Oh yeah, you found Sahasrara. Good job, tra-la.
Oh, yeah, if I actually did what the priest told me to, I'd be going and talking to that person, and they're like, the Sahasrara's in hiding. No one knows where he is. And that if you talk to the little kid that's by the shop in the chicken coop, he's like, he's hiding out by the Eastern Palace. Now, if you sprinkle it on lots of enemies, they turn into this, like, onion thing. The less we talk about the onion thing, the better. You know, I'm not gonna talk to him first. That's a thing I usually do. Like, you go and talk to him. There's some, like, money treasure chests in his hut. But then he's just like, I'll tell you more and give you a cool item if you come back with the Pendant of Courage from the Eastern Palace. Oh man, not going to talk to him is completely thrown off where I am. Bet the old hermit regrets telling Blabbermouth Billy his real name. I mean, if I hadn't played before, I'm sure he's happy that the hero knows where to go and find him. Ow. I mean, it's not like he's going and, like, telling all the guards. He's just telling you, because you're cool. And I am cool. Chair. Gotta keep adjusting it. Money tentacles. By which I mean, I don't really know what they are, but they drop money, so, you know. Oh, I was gonna just go through it in the first cycle, but yeah, you do this, and then you're like, ah, giant one! If you're not fast. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Now, the other thing I can try and do is, last week, this anti-fairy took an embarrassingly long... In fact, I think I had to give up trying to just do that. Like, I used up all my magic, nearly died, trying to sprinkle the powder on it. Keep it in a bottle. Back in the games that didn't make you feel guilty for it, they're just like, it's a fairy, it's in a bottle, and you're like, okay. As opposed to, like, you know, was it Twilight Princess or Breath of the Wild? One of them, you know, you catch the fairy and it's like tink, 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 flying against it. And then, if you really want to go for it, the Wind Waker one, which is one of, like, my favorite game. Like, you know, there really is not a Zelda game I don't like, so. But anyway, Wind Waker, there's like a super sad looking fairy who's like, And you're like, man, I feel bad having you in here, but I'm not gonna let you out because I want you as backup. Yep. The compass. Like, do we even really need the bow? Oh, the bow's in there. Because, like, look at the arrow design on the top with the 25. Like, it looks like a battle axe. Like, yeah, it's just supposed to be like the arrow and the fletching, but, like, it looks like you just whip that out like, womp. Who needs a bow to shoot battle axes? I mean, I guess at the end of the game, when you get the silver arrows, since they kill basically anything in one hit. Not everything, but, like, regular dudes. There's Before the arrow of light, there was the silver arrows. And like you can just take damage and pick up the pot and flip the switch, but ooh, bomb. We'll do it the intended way. Although, speaking of intended way, one of the reasons I like this game so much, you know what your next RPG barbarian is gonna wield? A battle axe arrow? Or a bow that shoots battle axes? A bow that fires axes. I feel like that would be a take a lot of money to maintain your ammo that are on fire. Well, that would certainly make a statement. You know what? Forget it. I'll get a different fairy. But right. Intended way. That's what I was like, I knew I had a point. One of the reasons I like this game so much is because there are something like 40, 42, 48 different ways that you can do the order. And like, that's not including glitches or like, you know, getting a dungeon's item and then leaving. It's just, there's a lot of ways to do stuff that are built into the game. You don't have to do Dungeon 1, Dungeon 2, Dungeon, etc. Like the light world, you have to do in order. Yeah, that's right. Destroy your body. What do you think about that? But yeah, light world you have to do in order. You have to do 1 because that gives you the Pegasus boots from Sahasrara. Then you have to do 2 because that gives you the power gloves to let you get onto the mountain. And then you have to do 3 because that's what gives you the moon pearl to get dark world access. Or, you know. Well, and the master sword, and that's the only way to get in. And then in the dark world, you have to start with dungeon 1 for the hammer. There is no other way around it. But after that, you're like, okay, I do dungeon 2 because I need the hook shot. You don't. You can get into dungeon 3 and 4 with just the hammer. And then if you skip dungeon 3, you can do dungeon 4 to get the power for the Titan's mitts, which opens up pretty much everything. Like, even as a kid, I regularly would do, well, I do 4 and 3 out of order because I like to get the power glove to get the upgraded sword before 3. And I do 5 and 6 out of order because there's a puzzle in 5 that I hate doing as a kid. Oh yeah, you don't actually have to kill these guys. I'm just doing it for fun while I talk. But yeah, because 6 gives you a wand that makes blocks, and then there's a special like puzzle where you have to like the switches and drop a thing. And as a kid, I was like, I don't want to bother with that. So when I figured out, wait, 5 only gives you a defense upgrade, I just went straight for 6. Yeah, there's more. Like, you don't... I think you can do the hook shot last. It makes things more annoying, for sure, but... There's just a few things, like you have to do 1 before anything else. You have to do... 4 before any of the other ones after it. I think you have to do 3 before 7, because I think you need the fire rod, although maybe not. I don't remember. So... So you can do this, like, you hit them and they won't keep doing their little dance until everyone's in position or the person's dead. Or, you know, you use 3 hits from the bow that you got in this dungeon. Who would have guessed that a Zelda item is used in the boss fight? Another thing you can do is just hold your sword out and he'll just land on it and not hurt you. It just takes a long time if you do it that way. And we don't have time for that. We have to get this to Sahasrara. You won the Pendant of Courage. Take it to Sahasrara. 2 pendants remain. May the way of the hero lead to the Triforce. No, wait, that's later. That's the ladies. That seal should have remained for all time. Spoiler alert, it didn't.